Hello everyone, in this video I will be discussing and talking about change in software development and what we can do about it and explain the various pieces involved with and how we can cope with and have alternative methods to it. So our first topic is discussing coping with change in software development. So handling evolving requirements. So software requirements often change due to shifting business goals, new technologies, or user feedback. It's essential to expect and prepare for this from the beginning of a project. So strategies for managing change could be change the anticipation, try to predict possible changes early on, use tools like prototyping to explore ideas and gather feedback before committing to full development. Next we have is change tolerance, which basically means that it's to design the process so that it can absorb changes with minimal cost. Approaches like incremental development allow new features or fixes to be added gradually without disrupting the entire system of it. Next one we have is incremental delivery. So exactly what is incremental delivery? Incremental delivery is a development approach where the system is built and delivered in small functional parts called increments. Each increment adds features or improvements, allowing users to interact with and provide feedback on the system early. So some advantages could be early user feedback. This means that users can test real features sooner, helping shape future development. Next, we have lower risk. Problems can be caught earlier since the system is tested in stages. Next, we have faster value delivery, meaning that the core functionality is delivered quicker, offering business value early. Next, we have easier to manage change. This means that new requirements can be added in future increments without redoing the whole system. And now the cons of it could be that it has planning complexity, meaning that managing multiple increments can be harder than planning a single full release. We also have integration challenges, such as adding new parts continuously may introduce compatibility issues. Next, we have an incomplete system early on, which means that early versions might not represent the full system, which can confuse users or stakeholders. So this next slide shows the process of how incremental delivery works and how it begins and works its way through the process. We can see that on the first part in the top left corner, we can see that the first step is defining the outline requirements, and from then on it goes to assigning the requirements to the increments, designing the system architecture, to developing the system increment, all the way going back and adding features such as validating the increment, integrating the increment, validating the system, and then deploying the increment, and then deciding if the system is complete or if it's incomplete, and then it goes on from either or. So our next topic is software prototyping. And what is software prototyping? Well, it means that the prototyping involves creating an early simplified version of a software system. It helps visualize features, explore ideas, and gather feedback before full-scale development begins. The uses in the design process is that it helps clarify and refine requirements by showing users a working mock-up. It can assist in exploring different interface designs or user experiences, and it encourages stakeholder involvement early in the project. And so the uses in the testing process is that it allows for early usability testing and identifying the issues in user interaction. It can help detect missing or misunderstood features before they're fully developed, and it can help reduce the risk of rework by validating ideas early with real users. So our next topic is the benefits of prototyping. And we have improved system usability, which means that the prototype helps test how users interact with the system, leading to a more intuitive and user-friendly design. Next is matches real user needs. So early feedback ensures the system aligns with what users actually want, not just what developers assume. Next is improved design quality, meaning that the design issues can be identified and fixed early, leading to a more polished and effective final system. We also have improved maintainability, meaning that a clear design from the start means fewer structural problems, making the system easier to update and support later. And lastly, we have reduced development effort, and by identifying and solving issues early, prototyping helps avoid costly rework, saving time and resources overall. So here for this graph, we have the process of prototype development and how the development is cycled through and the stages it carries to. We can see that it has starts off an established prototype objective, meaning it goes from the prototyping planning. From there, it can go to defining the prototype functionality, where they outline the definition of it. And from there, they develop the prototype, and they see if it's an executable prototype. And from there, they evaluate the prototype. and they evaluate and give a report based on what they've tested. And with that, we have reached the end of this video. I want to give a quick thanks, and please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, and have a good one.